Hi, Picky Dill. How are you? Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't go at my usual time earlier at 4, so I figured I'm gonna see who's up, and I'm just gonna be on for a little while. But thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I didn't go on. I was just going to, supporting people, just going to people's lives and watching videos, other people's videos. I was just kind of like out of it earlier. It's so hot here in Cali. I'm sure all over. So, yeah, I feel better that it's cooled off. So I said, well, let me go on and see who's up. But I appreciate you having me running. I'm good. I'm better now. I'm better now. I've been chilling all day, but I'm better now. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine it's out in Houston as well. So yeah, it's been in the hundreds here, and it according to the forecast, it won't be in the 90s, and then the next day it's going to be in the 90s till Saturday. So it's going to be 100 tomorrow, and Saturday is supposed to cool off a few degrees, but it's got me feeling kind of drained. No energy. So I was in mukbang and things. I was in her live with her celebration, so that's good. That's good. Um, I used to be monetized, but I'm demonetized now because YouTube took about a little over 2,000 watch time hours. So I'm a little more than halfway back there again to the 4K. So I'm just, taking it in stride. What can I do? I fought it and, when nothing's happening. So, you know, I just keep on keeping on. Yes, yes. And the 70s are perfect for me, the mid 70s. Even if it get into the 80s, that's fine. But the mid 90s on up, I'm not feeling it. My plan was years ago to move somewhere where it's, a little better, not so hot, but I never really decided on any place to move. I will. Yeah. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. And that's why I didn't go on live earlier, but that's why I decided just to go on live right now, just to I go live every day but Sunday. And then Sunday I have gospel music that I upload um, on this channel. So I try to pick, some really good praise and worship. So I try to have something come on, whether it's a podcast or gospel or live. I try to have something on every day to get my hours back. So it didn't upset me like I thought it would when my hours was taken. Because a couple of months before then they had shut my channel down completely, and I fought it and they gave me my channel back, and that hurt my feelings, and I was really hurt behind that. And then when this happened, it's like, okay, you do something to me one time and you make me feel some kind of way, but I'm not going to allow that the second time. So it's like, no, I won't go to that place a second time. So I'll just, try to get it back. But if not, then, I'll try to get it back by, I had tweet them. I had to use Twitter because when you get demonetized, you don't have that support team at your access anymore. You don't have that to, that team to talk to or email or anything. So you have to go on Twitter, and if they changed it, they just changed it. And so I just figured, you know what? Maybe as things get better and there's more staff at YouTube, maybe they'll have the manpower to revisit. But if not, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was monetized, and then first they just sent me something in the email saying that I didn't have my super chat anymore. What's that all about? So I went to my email and then I went back to my channel and looked at, and I could see that it wasn't monetized anymore. So, you know, what could I do? But, I fought, but I decided just to let it alone and just focus and concentrate on building it back up. But you know what, Picky Dell, it made me reevaluate why I got on the channel in the first place because I did not know you can be monetized. I didn't know you can get paid on YouTube. I came on at first without a channel and I was just looking at music videos. I didn't even know people had channels and had discussions and lives, and I didn't even know any of that. And then I accidentally stumbled on someone's channel, and I think it was Beloved. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Beloved's channel. Um, and then I just started looking at other people's channel. I'm not gonna stress. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stress. Yeah, and you have to be prayed up to be on YouTube anyway, with thick skin. Um, but I decided I got a revelation in all that had happened. Um, and so I know now why I'm on YouTube and what I'm supposed to do here. And as far as any revenue, I didn't know I was going to get paid anyway. I wasn't looking to get paid anyway at first. And, I've been blessed as far as, I was able to retire. And I was blessed enough that I don't have to, I can live off my retirement without YouTube. Everything will, is good, and God has really blessed me. And so I got a revelation to just use my revenue for certain things. Whatever I make from YouTube, uh, I will give to St. Jude's Hospital Children, the hospital for children that have cancers, anything to do with children as far as those who are hungry and housing. And as I get closer to monetization, I'll figure out exactly what other charities um that I'm gonna give to. So I don't plan on keeping it in anyway, and that keeps me focused, that keeps me balanced, that keeps me not being anxious, and to just um, do something real, because some people on it will make you go, won't they? Won't they? Okay, they surely will. And I try to stay away from that. I really do. Um, I had I've only had like a really uh, serious beef on here, and that wasn't even that serious. And I just blocked the person, and and didn't, they would talk about it completely. I just didn't buy into it, and I just figured I would just ignore the whole situation, and I did, and it worked for me. It works for me. Don't go back and forth. Ignore it. Yeah, it is. It was a blessing to be able to do that. Um, and I wasn't even going to retire, but things worked out, and I looked at it because I liked what I was doing, but I didn't like working where I was working. Too much politics and a lot of racism, and and I learned really good from working there how to bite my tongue. And it's a time for everything. It's a time to speak, but it's also a time to just chill, just be still and let God just work. Just let Him do His thing, and sit back and let Him fight our battles. So that's what I did. And then, like I said, it to me it was a miracle. It was a miracle, and God just worked it out. That things fell in line. Uh, Things that I invested, it all fell in line, and I was able to retire. So you know that it worked for me. And when I get a chance, like the younger generation, when I get a chance certain times. So I really don't give advice as far as which stock to, because I don't know any of that right now. And I don't know a lot of stocks and bonds kind of thing anyway, but I had good people helping me, people that knew their stuff and thing, and people that really, you know, helped me. So, and I truly believe that God sent those people my way. But I try to stress to people, younger generation, try to have a couple of incomes. So, and please don't depend on Social Security. If you get that income, fine, but make sure you have other things in mind. But these are uncertain times, but I just believe that uh, the believers, people who love the Lord, He gonna take care of us. He is certainly gonna take care of us. It is. You have to let Him have His way. Exactly. And when I pray about something and just ask Him to help me, because I need you right now. I don't know what I'm doing. And just come to Him, come to the Lord, and just it's many a time. You know how you can't tell people certain things, you certain things you just feel like, I better keep this to myself. But it feels so good to be able to say whatever, tell him everything. Because he's still gonna love us. Just tell him everything. Excuse my dog. It's their bedtime, and I put them in a cage at night, and they don't like that. At least the oldest one, he doesn't like that. So sometimes I have to knock on his cage and tell him to be quiet. But that's like I said, that's because it's their bedtime. But yeah, I appreciate you coming, keeping me company. I really I appreciate it. Um, no, we all with this pandemic and quarantine and all this, I got enough things at home so to do projects, so I'm not really bored. Um, I would just feel like, my energy level today wasn't good. So I had things I could do. I just didn't feel like doing anything, not anything, but just get on my get on my phone and get on other. I helped other people channel, but it was entertainment for me. I mean, I'm glad that I know enough people on YouTube that I could just visit people channel. Sometimes I do a comment and let them know I'm there, and sometimes I just listen, and sometimes I listen to people and their videos or their lives, and I end up, falling asleep sometimes. But I say, well, that's okay. They won't mind. They won't mind. They're gonna get to watch time. But if I feel like it, ooh, I missed something, then I'll go back and I'll watch some of the live, the replay. But yeah, there's so many good channels, good platforms here on YouTube, and and the recent stories that has hit the news, not to um, just mainly talk about that, but Tim Norman thing and welcome to Sweetie Pie's things, that just stuff like that. It kind of bothered me because I used to watch that show all the time, and then Tim had opened up a Sweetie Pies in North Hollywood, and I went there, and I didn't see Tim, but I saw Charles, and you know he was looking lost. He was about to cry, and I found out, that why he was looking like that, because I had no clue about the nephew. Uh, and then I found out, oh yeah, that's why he's looking like that. Hey, wild boy, how you doing? What you doing up this late? Yeah, talking to Picky Dale about the different people platform, that sometimes I just want to just look at other people's stuff, especially if I have low energy, and don't feel like making a video or whatever. That was crazy. It's just I look back and it's just I know that the feds got enough evidence, but it just don't seem right. And I've seen bits and pieces of his temper, but still, um, I think that shocked everybody. Nobody, I don't think, could have foretold that that would happen. And then your mind starts wondering, like, okay, I wonder how many people, you know. But you know what? I have a theory about that. I have a theory that, okay, yeah, he put the insurance money on Andre, 450, which he didn't get. So he played that, real, that was just, I don't know. But I don't think that that was all of it. That was a big part of it. But I think that he worked, yeah, Tim. I never liked Tim. Don't know why, just his vibe. But I never would expected that. That's just way out there, well, boy, way out there to set up your nephew. But this is my theory, and I'm just, you know how you try to make sense of stuff that don't make sense. Yes, they do cause it happened 4 years ago, so they must have been built. I think so too, Pickadale. I think that they wouldn't have arrested him now unless they had their stuff together. And certain content creators who really dug deep, they showed the documentation of the you know, the what transpired, you know. There was a call here and this person called here and the day after he was killed, you know, it was a call and then this person left, you know, it's just they have all their ducks in a row. And I do think they were building their case. But I also think that Tim, being the arrogant person that he is, being the selfish person that he is, I think maybe he knew that Robbie was going to put Andre in the wheel, and maybe he felt like, okay, he shouldn't inherit anything, especially something to do with the business when I've been doing all the work. Now, this is just me. This is just me trying to make sense of things. And I'm thinking, he's thinking, well, okay, I'll put this insurance money on him. I'm going to get that. But I'll be doggone if he gonna have a part in the Sweetie Pie franchise. Cause I'm doing all the work, going here, there, open up the restaurants and this and that. I think he did not want Charles to, cause you know his grandmother was gonna leave him something in her will. I just can't imagine Miss Robbie not putting Andre in the will some kind of way. And who knows, maybe there's a lot of things of course we didn't see, so maybe Andre and Tim, I'm not Tim, but Andre and his Tim and his mom had a conversation of, you know, who she was leaving what to and whatever, maybe not, but I just think that besides the insurance money, Tim did not want Andre, because I believe Tim looked at Andre as a piece of crap. Hey, Michael Carter Show, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I didn't even see you. I was looking at something. Me either. I don't think anyone's seen this happening. I didn't see it coming. I did not see it coming. And he paid the stripper 9,000. Right, I heard that. And she had a negative 200 something dollars in her account, and then now all of a sudden she got enough money to put in her save checking and savings. It's like we're in another universe. Yeah, it's like I don't. I mean, people have their opinions about him, but that I don't think they really called that one. But he wasn't to do that much because he had not too long come home because he did 10 years. But he been home for a while now because he spent 10 years. He was 17, so he was 27. So, you know, he was opening up all them stores and I mean all those restaurants. And I believe in his head, he figured that he was, you know, because that was one of the problems with him and Janae. He was always working. You multitask, yeah. Yes, it is, Michael. Thank you. I'm good. Hope you are. Hope you're being safe. I know you guys are, but I like to say that just to know, just to for people to know that, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm still wanting everybody to be good. You know, you know, that they're good, they're safe, they're healthy, and not taking unnecessary change. Maryland, yeah, he had no respect to him to do that. Yeah, he had no respect, and I had watched. I might have forgot some of the parts, but I watched all the episodes. And granted, um this is a reality series about, family with a chain of restaurants, but it's real life. It's real that Andre got killed, and it's real that his uncle, was murdered for hire. But one episode, he got so mad at Charles that he reared back his fist and he socked Charles right in the jaw. I mean, hard. And Charles, I mean, I'm surprised he took it well. Like, it would have knocked me out cold. Um, and then one episode, I think that was early. I think it was the same episode that Charles and Andre kind of ran into Robbie's office. She was talking to Janae, and and little Timmy was, maybe about 5 months old or something like that, 6 months old. But Miss Robbie was holding um, the baby, Tim Jr. And here comes Charles and Andre, and Charles is in tears, saying that the way he described it, like it sounded like Tim yoked him up or something against the wall or something, and then he had hit Andre. So I think that was the same episode where he socked Andre. But yeah, so he proved to be violent, but he later explained it like, that's what's wrong with these, we don't have anyone but women in this family, and they coddle him. Excuse me. And they coddle him. They need a strong man, and so he was making it like he was trying to be a strong, role model. Can't wait for the summer to be. Oh, me either. Me either. My favorite time of the year is fall. It really is. Because out here in California, when it does rain in the spring, it rains too much. But fall is perfect for me. I know she had to sue him too. How your own mother gonna sue you? I know. He was taking money. So in essence, he was stealing. He was taking money, putting, to open all them restaurants. Quite know, he didn't have experience as much experience as his mom. So, the natural thing to do is to go over everything with the mom. She did build the restaurant with no help from him. Very successful restaurant. But yeah, she had to sue him, and it was an outrageous amount. I remember them laughing over it being 100 million, like any of them had a hundred. But she wanted to prove a point. Tim sounded like he was tricking off his mother. But yeah, to put it plainly, well, boy, yeah, that's exactly what he was. You know, he was just making all kinds of moves, and I think the one in, I think some money that he had taken to open up the one in Los Angeles, and I think it was Inglewood, and the one in North Hollywood that I went to. And like I said, I didn't see Tim, but I saw Charles. So, like I said, this when I saw Charles, all that with Andre had happened, but I didn't know it yet. And so, you know, shortly after, it came on that he was murdered. And you know what? That's funny. Miss Robbie said she was going to pray because she wanted to make sure the person that killed her grandson, she believed it was a setup. And look what happened. And I'm going to tell you guys, I have such a spiritual connection to my grandchildren, my children too, but my grandchildren, that she probably couldn't put it together. And of course, I don't think she would ever think Tim would have done it, but she knew that it was, and she even said it, that it was somebody in the family. I'm not in the family, somebody that he knew. I don't want to say that. Somebody that he knew, and behold, here's Tim. So I don't know, guys. Does that does that okay? That he's in Mississippi, so they're gonna bring him back if they haven't already to St. Louis. Is that a cause for the death penalty? I mean, he might get life without parole, but I'm just wondering. He just did messed up his life altogether. He opened one here, right? I remember Picky Dale. He opened one here, one in Houston, but everyone said it was nasty. So, but I know that he opened in Houston, and then a little bit later, you guys had that hurricane, and so Houston was just, you know, yeah, messed it up. So he never reopened it. But he was trying to do the cooking, and he had hired a, a chef. But see, Miss Robbie, the reason why I think her restaurant, when she just had that the two she had, those were her mother's recipes and stuff. So she had that down home cooking. So they tried to duplicate the food, and he had hired this black lady. Remember this chef? He had hired her, and so they would put in. They didn't make it. They didn't make it like down home like Miss Robbie did. Never meant, I meant, okay. Yeah. See, because I had went to North Hollywood to get some wheat. Not, I was in the area. I said, oh, I'm gonna go Sweetie Pies. As we had went to a movie. As I was telling the person I was with, Sweetie Pies is right up the street. Let's go there. So, it was walking distance to the car. So we were passing by Sweetie Pies anyway. And so I went to get wings. And so if the line was wrapped around, I said, I'm not standing in no line like that. And so I said, well, I went over where the patio was, and I picked up a menu. I said, I'll keep this as a souvenir. And so the person was telling me, go on and get it signed. And, because I told them, there's Tim. I've seen him on TV, and this person I was with, they didn't know anything about Sweetie Pies and none of it. And so I was going to approach Tim, and then I'm not Tim, but Charles, and I just saw his face, and I knew something was wrong and up. And I did not know at the time it was because Andre had gotten killed. And I didn't know till afterwards. And then I kind of figured everything out. Yeah, but I never did taste the food, so I was just kind of curious. Because some people said that it wasn't all what it was cracked up to be. But I wanted to taste it for myself. I wanted to taste it for myself. So I went, but I didn't get to. He messed up his family. He sure did. Oh, Michael, you stay in Dallas? Okay. Yeah. All you had to do is wait. Tim, with his, if this hadn't happened, Tim probably would have had a sweetie pies in all the states that he could. Yes, it's like with Popeyes. I am from New Orleans, and no other one tastes like home. And I believe that the Popeyes near me, right? I could actually walk there. It's nasty. I have to go 15, well, more than 15, close to 20 miles to a Popeyes. Um, and theirs is good, but all Popeyes aren't good. The one near me, I wish it was because that would be so quick and to go around the corner. But it's not good at all. Yeah, I just found out this breaking news story. Is sad. It is. It's pathetic. It's sick. Um, something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. And a few people tried to tell because he had something out on him where he had shocked a worker, so they were suing him. And then Janae wouldn't let him see the baby. And now I could kind of, she may know more than what she's saying, but scared of Tim. Now I don't think she knew that I don't think she knew that he had something to do, murder. Um, I don't think she knew that because he probably would have got rid of her if she knew. But I think she said a lot, but she didn't say as much as I believe she could have said when they were on Instagram back and forth. I remember watching the show on. Oh, right, exactly. I'm 3 hours from Houston. Oh, okay. But like Picky Deal was saying, it wasn't people. Picky Dale, I'm sorry, not Deal. Picky Dale was saying people were saying it was nasty. So if you was gonna travel 3 hours, you would have been mad if you went to that Sweetie Pies. You hadn't been to Houston in 2 years now. We're 4 hours away. Tim was just wanted fast money and fame. If those restaurants were nasty like that, he didn't get that from his mom. She's strict. Yep. And I think that's what made her mad too, is he was messing up her brand because she was getting a whole lot of complaints. And they had a website and everybody was putting all those negative reviews on the website. Well, I mean, that would ruin the name, of her that she worked so hard to build her brand. But yeah, he was just opening them up and opening them up, and she had to take him to court to try to stop him. And he acting like he don't understand. He don't understand why she doing that. It's like, but the thing about it was he was taking the money and putting it into, I believe he put it more into the restaurants because he has some pretty nice cars. And he was getting, according to him, which I don't know now, but according to him, he was keeping Janae in nice cars, BMW. He said he got her a BMW when she got sick of the Porsche. So I don't know. I'd have to hear her after all this. I that's questionable, but maybe he did. Maybe he did. So I don't know, guys. I is what kind of monster set the nephew? The nephew, he could have been such a good mentor and a positive role model for him because his nephew, which is Tim's brother, was killed. And see, he knew exactly how to do it. He had it done in the part of St. Louis that is known for its crime and killings and stuff like that. So he set that in motion because he knew that would people would assume that the gangs got to him. But Robbie always said that was a setup, and it was. Right, Denny. She had a cosign from Oprah. What you mean, wild boy? She had a call. I know Oprah went on Sweetie Pie, so when Oprah, a lot of people see Oprah endorsing something, and it's automatically, popular. It is automatically a hit. You know, it is a hit show or it's a hit product. If Oprah said these are some of my favorite things, everybody trying to buy it. And I think a lot of people was kind of getting away from that because it was kind of, cultish, you know, Oprah's following, it started looking kind of cultish. So a lot of people kind of backed off from that. But it was, I think I talked about this yesterday and today because it's just, how you do when you're just trying to make sense of something. But I don't care how long we talk about this, guys, it's not going to make sense. Sweetie wouldn't want to make Oprah look bad. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I'm wondering what Oprah, because that was her, station that they had that on. So I would like to hear what Oprah's saying to Gail, because she's not gonna put nothing out. I don't believe on TV or make any statements, but her and Gail's private conversations. Oh, I can hear Oprah. There's a big YouTuber named Brother Philip Scott of the African Diaspora News Channel, formerly the Advice Show, that also lives down there in Houston. He covered all news topics, domestic and international. Did he talk about this, Michael? Because a lot of those big channels, I think they're a lot more savvy than I am. Documents and paperwork, and I guess if I researched it, I can dig and get it. But seem like they just get it like quick, quick, quick. It'll take me a little time to come up with something. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out. I'm gonna check him out, and I might have run across him and didn't know. And I run across a lot of channels, and if it's something interesting, I may not subscribe, but I'll watch him from time to time. But I don't know if I've ever been there. Tim must have had some hate for his brother also. You know what? And I'm wondering, and you guys might know this. Now, Andre lived in Texas. Was it Houston or Dallas, y'all? And I'm wondering, was because Tim was in prison for 10 years, and I'm wondering, was he around Andre a lot when Andre moved so Robbie could help him graduate and everything? And not that it makes any difference whether you know somebody or not. You don't kill them, but I'm just saying it wasn't. I don't even think they had any kind of uncle nephew relationship before that. Do you guys know? Okay, you haven't seen it yet. Been notified. And I'm going to check him out. Yeah, I'm gonna check him out too. He has three different news channels. Okay. Hey Zero. Thank you for coming in. This was just a live. I didn't go on at 4. I was just drained. This heat is just getting into me. So it's cooled off now. It's a little bit after 10:18. So I feel better. I feel like I got more energy. Joe had only 1 million plus followers. He's well known. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. I watch all of them like I used to though. Right, Michael, I watch all of them not like I used to, okay? Ilala Van Zandt had personal problems as well and had to get herself together. I remember, I remember that. Brother is deep. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. So, all of this will be in the live. So when I'm able to get back into the live chat after, I close this live out, then if I don't remember the name, I can always refer to the chat. Yeah, Zero, we were just talking about the Tim um, Norman case, the sweetie pies, and and it's funny because when that Michael Brown got killed and they were protesting, Tim was out there protesting because I remember it was part of an episode on one of the episodes on Sweetie Pies. He was out there talking about um uh you know black people getting killed and 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 he didn't say Black Lives Matter or anything, but it was like without saying that it was close. And he's out there and that's I mean, how wicked can you be? Because in your mind that you just had your nephew killed. So how you gonna go out there and protest anything? Michael, he's down with Vicky too, right? Okay, I don't keep with the news. Oh shoot, you don't have to go on the news zero with this. This was all on Instagram and YouTube. They probably talking about it on Twitter. I mean, this is all across the board. So no, I didn't. I went I went to a station and then I heard a station from St. Louis, so I heard that news. But no, I didn't. I heard it, and at first I had to check and see because at first I thought it was fake news. So no, you didn't have to go on the news with this to see what was happening with this. This has been on everybody's mind. Okay, so Philip also have a broadcast on Anchor FM. Oh, okay. Who? Vicky Dillard. He just a wolf in sheep clothes. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was trying to act like he was active in things for the community. Tried to act like he cared. You don't care about your nephew. How you going to care about the community? It's just fake. He was just fake because after seeing him sock his nephew, the one that well even that I didn't think that he had anything to do with it. Even after seeing how he could be violent, I didn't think he would do that. Don't keep up with social media and haven't heard anything about it. You haven't? Oh, okay. Well, it's real life. I mean, it was a series that was on own channel, about a black family that had restaurants and stuff and but it is real, uh, not fake news. And I just feel very compassionate and have empathy for the family. I mean, because I don't know how I would act if that kind of madness happened in my family. I don't know. I don't know how I would be. So those, who choose not to watch it, hey, it's your prerogative, but it's my prerogative to try to understand, um, and I don't. I understand how somebody could do that, but I also want to beware of people like that. I don't want to be around people like Tim. I don't, I don't want to be around that kind of madness. Everybody wants to see the Karen videos he puts up on his third channel. Oh, okay. Okay. I probably seen a few though. Yeah, he is funny. I love seeing Karens make fool of themselves. I know Wild Boy, I know DOD had one up, and I didn't get the whole conversation. I mean, I knew the gist of what was happening, and DOD had it up, and this lady called her the N word, and they were going back and forth, and the lady said, "Call me that again." And they were fussing. She said, "Call me that again." And the lady called her, and she beat that lady down. I said, "Oh my gosh." She had time. And it's like, I'm looking at it and I said, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't, oh, uh-uh." But I have compassion for people and empathy, but in that particular case, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I know I shouldn't feel this way, but let's just say I'm glad she learned that lesson, and I bet she won't do that again, or she's totally crazy. Not just a little bit. He recently connected with other YouTubers, including Vicky, on his channel. Oh, okay. Because I got well, I have not been to the Vicky. It's a lot of channels, and I just, and I've not heard of his channel or Vicky. I gotta check him out. Yeah, me too. You've been following for about 2 years. Oh well, he a big channel. I'm just a little teeny weeny channel. So I only, I mean, I shouldn't say it. Let me put it this way: if I see something interesting and it's in my recommendations, I watch it. But there's only a few big channels that I actually support. You know, um, I usually support people that may have uh 20,000 down, and down. That's just where I am. But if it's good content, yeah, I may look at the videos. I may not even subscribe, but I'll look at the videos. I'll search for it if it's a good channel. But as far as uh, I just me, I'd rather support the bigger channels. But I'll still check him out. Would you say there's a what's that word? Gagillion channels on here. Yeah, it is. Then if he had, and if I might have, I had, like I say, if something come through my recommendations and it look, interesting, I'll go on and watch them. But but like I say, I prefer to support the channels that like me, who just trying to, just put out good content and hoping that people like it. Okay, I will. I will. I'll check it out. There's exceptions to the rule. If I find something, just the brother's down, like it sounds like it, then yeah. But there's exceptions. Phil gets frustrated very easily when he's on camera, very disturbed when reporting this foolery. Okay. Um, what you say? Michael talk black to me. Yeah. Yeah, if it's a good channel, yeah, I'll make an exception. I don't care if he is, if he's huge, I'll make an exception if it's good content. I just feel a loyalty towards the smaller channels. But I know this much: he has a wide variety of clothing in his wardrobe. Oh, he dressed good. Well, guys, thank you so much. This was gonna be a quick one, and I was on here for an hour. This was going to be a quick live. I appreciate you guys coming in here, just you know, keeping me company and just talking about different things. And uh, when you come back, if you ever come back again, and I invite you to do that, when you guys want to talk about something, then just start it off like you did today about this guy. Just start it off and let it just go into that organically. And I'm going to see about my dogs and see if I can go to sleep now since it's cooled off. But you guys stay safe, be blessed. Thank you as always for coming in and supporting me. And I hope to see you guys soon. And I don't come on Sundays. I need some kind of rest. But it looked like my Wi-Fi is trying to mess up. So thank you guys. Oh, is that her saying? Talk black to me. I like that. Phil says the end of his videos, but leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story. I like that. Talk black to me. I could just hear, I don't even remember if I've ever heard her. She doesn't sound familiar, but I could just hear how that would, how a woman would say that. Well, good night. Yes, to you too, Wild Boy, Michael Carter. Um, thank you for coming in. Picky Dale, Zero, The Infinite. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you again. Have a blessed day, blessed night. Thank you. Good night.